What is satsang? Satsang literally means sat is good and sang is association. So satsang literally is association of the good. So what does that mean? It means that in life we go through three processes. Firstly, we take in stimuli, then we react with stimuli, and finally we act in the world. So satsang is the first step. What kind of stimuli are we taking in? Are we taking in good stimuli? Of course, the question after that is, having taken good stimuli, are we reacting correctly? And finally, what are we doing with reference to action? So the first step of right living involves satsang. A lot of people say, what's there in satsang? You should be able to be good wherever you are. Whatever is the stimuli, you should be able to do the right thing. That's true, no doubt. But what should be and what is very different. When we are not established in values to such a high extent that we can convert the environment, we must learn to protect ourselves with satsang. Just as when you plant a little plant, you barricade it a little, you put sticks around it to protect it from the animals and other natural problems that it is going to face. When that little plant, that little sapling grows up to be the tree, it doesn't need any of that barricade. But when it is young, if you remove the barricade, the poor plant is not completely capable of dealing with what it will have to face. Similarly, when the sadhak is young, he cannot afford to be bombarded with all sorts of stimuli that he does not have the ability to withstand. So he gets a little protection, and that protection is known as satsang. Instead of going out and meeting all sorts of things, you expose yourself to those things which are conducive to your growth, to your goal. So what are these things? Instead of having any picture, you have a picture of God maybe, or anything that reminds you of something higher in life. Instead of smelling just anything, you could maybe smell the fragrance of an agarbatti or sandalwood, or something that reminds you of your goal in life. So whatever sensual inputs we take should be such that remind us of our higher goal, our higher vision in life. If we don't do this, we have the possibility of forgetting our higher vision. Now the problem that arises in satsang is that very often people fall in love with the satsang. Some things which began as a barricade become something you become obsessed about. Oh, we must only have pictures of God, we must only have agarbattis. There is no such thing. We are not to get obsessive about these things. We are not to get attached with these things. They are merely stepping stones for our mind to reach a higher level. So Adi Shankaracharya has put this beautifully. How does he explain to us what is satsang? He says, satsangatve nissangatvam. What is satsang? That which gives you nissang, that which gives us detachment. If we collect all sorts of lovely things around us and then fall in love with those things, those objects will cease to be satsang, because now they are leading to further sang, further attachment. So eventually satsang means all those things that help us detach ourselves from lower things and attach ourselves to higher and yet higher things.